And we are live. Hey everyone, I hope y'all are having a good evening. We are back for round 2 of building live with that's just me. So tonight we are continuing. There we go. There's the word. The work that we started technically a while ago, but last night I worked on the roofs, which, as you see, that's as far as I got. I'm actually only missing a couple pieces. I'm gonna put on the roofs real quick, and then once those slope pieces come in, we'll be able to finish it. After the stream, I kind of dug through my bins a little bit more and found a few more 1x6 dark green plates. So I do not have to order those, which I'm glad. I really don't like ordering pieces now. So, but yeah, other than the slopes that are missing, maybe I'll go try to get these real quick too. They're in the other room. Hey, Winterberger, how are you doing? Let's see if we can maybe rotate a few of these things around. I think we're okay on the rest of the. What you call it? I think I'm okay on all of the dark gray. I think. Ooh, no, there it goes. Yeah, I can't wait for those pieces to come in. I don't worry about it breaking. There. Because I think the rest of the pieces we're going to be dealing with is black pieces. So don't think I'll need these. Those are good. We will need the wheels. We'll keep them close. And yep, get all the black bricks all set and ready to go. Alrighty. I think the only pieces we needed were. Oh, shoot. I just had them. Two, three, four. There we go. Shoot. What? It stands for Back to the Future 3. I guess I should have spelled it out the first time. Anyways, it's the Western train. Hey, Julian from across the bay. Yeah, these are eight wide. didn't occur to me last night until Chris pointed them out. I was like, oh yeah, they're 8 white trains. That is not your box to play with. He has a whole bed of toys, right? He's sleeping on a bed of toys, but he wants to play with the 2 boxes I have sitting on the floor. All right, we did that. There's the roof. Let's do the underside. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. Winterbricker and Julian, are y'all working on anything interesting? Any Lego projects or Lego sets? All right, Smarty Pants, get the ball. Now we are playing with the ball right underneath, rolling it underneath the chair. Yes. Yes, I did. Hold on, let me grab it. Which I think the only thing it's missing right now are the stickers. It's missing the stickers, which somebody that Rebrickable site, they actually made two versions of the train. They made the Western one. Oh, here's the Tinder card. But they made the Western regular version, and then they made the futuristic one. But I already have my futuristic one. But they happen to have the all the digital parts for the printed stuff. So I don't have to sit there and fiddle and trying to create all the digital copies. They had really nice crisp, really nice clean ones. So I can put them on this one and put it on my future one. So I'm gonna send those off to get printed. But yeah, and then I just need to cover this up to make it look like the all the little shoot wood stuff. So yeah, but it runs, and I put the new power functions in it, and the train motor is actually in the Tinder cart this time. So, and then these guys, so I have three passenger carts that I'm doing, and 2 of them look like this, and then the third one looks like this because it has a baggage area. And then I still have to do a red caboose and the log truck. Those are the last 2 for this train. And hopefully the Tinder cart is the new power functions will be powerful enough to pull it. because it's going to be a very long train. So if not, then I might have to stick in another battery pack and put another motor near the end. Hey, Bricksoniac, how are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. Where do those flex hoses go? Whole stack of them. Two, three, four. And we're upside down. So we got one right here. Oops. One up. Oh, yeah. Good night, Zombiac. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night. All right, what are you eating? Okay, he's playing with the ball. We're good. False alarm. Yeah, Julian, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I wasn't expecting the passion cards to be this long when I made them, but they're actually very very long in the movie. So I'm trying to stay as close to the movie as I can. But I looked at it, I was like, ooh, I might be putting another motor in probably in the caboose or something. So that way it doesn't. Should be interesting. Let's see what's. Oh, whoa. Same size. Why? Shoot. Okie dokie. One's looser than the other one. Double checking to make sure it's not one of the ones Sean cut. He decided to slice and dice a Technic rod one time. Caught him slicing and dicing a Technic rod. Just because he needed a weird size one to make a custom thing, and I was flipping out on him because I think the one he was cutting was a very expensive one. And I don't think he wanted to wait for the Bricklink to show up. Okay. 2. Oh, look at that. Don't need these. Perfect. See. All right, now we get those. All right. Now I gotta fix this one actually. I took the other ones off so I could. Let's see. Put the seat back in there. That one is good to go, but minus the seats. We got these two ready. Now we can do the carriage, or we can do the wheels next, I think. Do that. Yep, wheels. Oh boy, these are fun. I didn't think about that because they just released the powered up ones. You can buy them separate now. Because I know the Jules Verne version, the future looking one, the that one has a XL motor in it. Because mine has the old power functions, but I think one of the gears is misaligned because it refused to actually move in Philly. I was kind of sad about that. Ooh. Four. Yeah, no, I noticed that with the new ones. They're cheaper. Cheaper to get on Bricklink right now. Oh, shoot. I might have to get up to get a plate. Plates and some wheels. All right. Hey Z, how are you doing? All right, let me mute real quick while I go dig through a bin real quick. Ooh. Well, gosh darn it! I'm out of these 4x8 plates. I grabbed some 4x4s. See if that. I think the 4x4s will be just fine because what we have to do with them to do this. So I think we'll be okay. Oh, let me get those train wheels too. think, Bogo? What do you think? I actually can't remember what I did 100%. So I'm going to pop this one off. All right, I think that's all I did for this one. I'm using these custom kits. Oh, night, Winterberger. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I'm using these custom wheel kits that I got with the brick model railroad instructions. They sent the kits. Pretty much, it's instead of the regular Lego wheel assembly, they have their own version where it's a Technic brick with a ball bearing, the regular rod, and the wheels. And how the instructions is made. The greeveling on the outside acts like the Lego one to keep the wheel on. So there's these jumper. Oh, I can't see it because it's black. Anyway, there we go. There's a jumper plate and a clip holding the wheel in. So it does a pretty good job. I've only had one or two decide to fall off. But alrighty. Yeah, they're expensive. Hoosier and I, we decided to start making our own instead of buying their kit. So we found the ball bearing size, and I think we ordered. We found the ball bearing. Of course, we hit Technic, and then we ordered a bunch of wheels. The rod is very expensive, so we just found a. I think we ordered like a pack of 100 of them instead of using the Lego official ones, because they are the exact same thing, but they're not. It's a buck. What's that? Over $1, $3? I don't know. It's pricey. So we decided to make our own. Excuse me. Because the amount of trains that we are making, we are not paying the price they wanted for all those. Accidentally threw these pieces in the flipping parts bin. Luckily, they are right on top, so I don't have to go digging for them. I spoke too soon. Crap. Three more. I don't know. All the Bricklink prices I was finding for those rods, they were close to $1. But that might have been the store. Shoot. Where is it? Let's see, where was it? Oh, I brain dead today. Yeah, the rods on Bricklink are expensive, especially if you need a bunch. But yeah, they're very cheap on eBay. So I think Hoosier bought a bunch because just to get enough rods on Bricklink for the amount of wheels we're making, I think the highest store, especially in the U.S., only has 28, and they're like a $1.18. No, dollar. Yeah, $1.18 a piece. Yeah, there's a place in Germany that's $1.05. Yeah, there. That little metal rod, man. And it's worse because it's going to keep going up in price because they're not making them when they switch to the new train system. with the snap-in wheels. Oh, shoot. Let me go back. I think the store started with a B. Bricklink. That's not Bricklink. Oh, dang it. Yeah, the one with the highest quantity is Brick Room. That's the store name. I have about 1,400 those axles. Yeah, because they're going to those wheels. Oh. Hey, Mike B, how are you doing? See how these. Put them at the end. There's one. I might put an extra plate on this one. Just in case. Oh, all right, let's see. We'll continue and then we'll go back and readjust. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could do that. Kind of modifying this compared to what the other one has you do. because I'm using the larger Technic spots. You don't have to use the 1x2 Technic bricks. You can use 1x1s, and that's what the instruction has. We're gonna fiddle around and make our own version. Yeah, shoot. All right. Nope, don't want to get up. Perfect. All right, I might go back and fix these then. No, well, rats. Now I gotta stand up. Because I can do that. So we need everywhere I turn, I'm hitting something. All right, that's for the other. All right, that looks a little bit better. And we need two, 4, 6, 8. Oh, shoot. Let's see, what time is it? Probably for another, give or take, 30 minutes. If you want to come on, I'll send you an invite. We're just building trains. All right, sent. All right, there you go. How am I missing one? Dang it. Oh, missing one. Alrighty. Flipping. Flipping. Flip, flip, flip. Hello. All right, hold on. I gotta make some noise. I'm gonna mute real quick. There we go. There's one. There we go. Stacks of 3. 1. Feel bad, but what is OZ? Is that, are you down under, or are you across the pond, or? See. That one fell apart. Huh. This one actually has extra, whatchamacallit? See if I can peel it off. Like when they're molding it, there's extra stuff around it on the sides, and they have to get it off. That's interesting. It's the first time I've seen that. I'm gonna put all these on. Oh, shoot. I don't think I pulled down the magnets either. And they're way up there. Oh, wait, no. I think I have some in my the train box down here. Rats. I always forget to grab something. Alright, 1, 2. Those are regular. Those are regular. Alright, we're good. I think with these, I added a 2x4 brick underneath because they were popping off. So much fun. All right, next. We did that with the clips. Actually, quite interesting how they do the wheel assemblies, because they kind of a little bit of greveling, but how they do it makes everything work really nice with the ball bearing feature. Sorry, Mike. Just trying to...
It's okay, Hailey. I was watching you in another stream briefly until the other stream broke out Megaloblocks.
Oh dear.
And I was like, I don't know if I can deal with that.
Well, I could pull out some Mega Blocks.
Well, I can too. I mean, every Lego person owns a fistful or two of them, or more.
No, I bought the Game of Thrones dragon. And then Sean saw this. It's Game of Thrones for the Red Keep.
Oh, that's pretty nice, actually.
But it's Mega Blocks. But it's actually like pretty cool. So he built this one. We're hoping they come out with more. Oh no, that piece fell off. I don't know where it goes. Well, maybe it goes here.
Do you find any of the like Megaloblock sets that use pieces that Lego don't have?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like so it's a panel piece, but it's curved.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. So it gives it that. Now there's a lot of pieces. There's the round cylinder here. It's studded, but it's like
too high almost.
Yeah. So.
Well, I have to admit, before I got into Lego Big, Megaloblocks was cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a Target right next door, which is now closed. Unfortunately, all of them have met the match of dying. Or I shouldn't say all of them, most of them have.
Yeah.
And they didn't have a whole lot of Lego at Target. They had a lot more stuff in the Megaloblock version. So I started building with that. And I didn't really like it. It didn't hold together well. And one garage sale moment I had, I put it all up for sale, and somebody came and was like, "I haven't seen these sets in years," and bought it all from me, and I made a pretty good chunk. And then I went to the Lego store a couple weeks later and spent it all.
There you go.
I just recently found one Megalobox set in my collection of Lego that has not been built.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't for the life of me right now open up that box.
Mike,
I love you.
I don't know, people buy. They buy Megalocks just fine. I don't. There's I picked up the Pokemon sets, like the first wave of them.
Weren't the Pokemon sets though? Weren't they another company that made those?
No, it's Mega Constructs.
Oh, okay.
And then
I really want to get a hold of Casco Grayskull.
Yeah. That one was on my list.
But I really don't want. I only want the instructions. I don't want the set.
Nope. Bubba Bricks has eyeballs.
Somebody was telling me. Hi, Bubba. Somebody was telling me that there's a digital version of instructions out there for Megaloblocks, but I've never been able to find it.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Some deep, dark rabbit hole Megablock site.
So I got to go back and ask you a question. Hoosier said that you are the reason why things get recolored for him.
Recolored?
And yeah, like the trains and stuff when he buys plans and whatever, how do you know what parts are like the outside of the train and what parts are like structural?
Um, you mean for those PDF instructions?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's the only one I have of this type. But
Because I think the dark purple bricks were the ones that could be whatever color you want.
okay,
But are you trying to switch the color on the outside?
well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I was trying to make it different than, but I was just playing around with how do you modify the outside of coloring? You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
like, I don't make the train this looks like the same as everybody else's.
yeah. Mhm. Are you trying to modify the brick link, like the want list?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but it's like I'm not sure how to know for sure like which parts are necessarily outside parts and which are structural.
Let's see.
Suppose it really doesn't matter. The horns on top, those are skeleton legs.
Yeah, because you should be on. Where's my mouse? Come back, mouse. There we go. Because you should be able to go in Bricklink and edit the pieces, but because what that one train is it's mainly yellow and light gray.
And orange.
So depending on what pieces you wanted to do on the train, I would just switch out the there's the train. Yeah, because I would either go off the PDF file because was it black, yellow, and orange on the main is the main color scheme. So, because like I know this one off my wanted list is actually dark red and bright light orange, but I'm just in my mind I'm just substituting it for all dark green. So when I go and look up the pieces, I'm just looking up dark green instead.
On the outside of this train, is this mostly tile work?
Let me scroll down on the PDF file. Give it a chance to catch up here. Oh, Julian Brick City says you can download the instructions. It's on their website.
Oh, I've never actually gone to Megaloblock's website to go looking for directions because I thought, that would be the one thing that they didn't, post.
All right, let's see what these is. They look like bricks. Bricks and plates. Let me scroll back up.
Okay, yeah, now that I'm looking at it, they do look like a lot of bricks and plate.
Oh, it's like a solid bricks. All right. PDF's trying to load. Yep, it's bricks. It's the panel pieces, like the two high panel pieces. Yeah, because the bottom row like a couple row of plates, and then those panels, the panel bricks. Yeah, I would suggest if you want to make it like instead of black, yellow, orange, and you want to make it like red, just kind of swap the colors out when you're looking them.
So you just go through and everything that's orange, you'd make whatever color you want it to be, and everything that's yellow, for instance, you just change out
Yep.
those colors. Okay, that makes more sense. I was thinking that was how you did it, but I was like, this is. You look at the parts list and it's like 20 gazillion parts, and you're going, okay. I think it's like 300 parts or something like that. Could be wrong, but
no, it's a lot of parts.
It's 187 different parts. Oh. Well, I had an interesting day. The wife and I went for a walk this morning, which was no big deal. Then she sent me out for stamps this evening to the local store, so I went out, got stamps, got home, and the elevator in our apartment building stopped working. So I couldn't get home. So
Oh dear.
it took a little bit, but it got fixed. But it was one of those moments where it was like, okay, this is not fun.
You're not meant to go home today.
No, and that would not have been a good thing. But eventually the elevator repair guy got here about 10 o'clock and fixed it.
That's good. Alright, 2, 4, 6. Yay! All right, we have enough. We have enough to make it.
So I started ordering parts for this train. So I hope I can find them all. I'm sure I will eventually. I should just go shopping through my house.
It's a little bit. Sometimes it's a little bit cheaper. Well, probably about the same price as shopping. Shopping online, but you don't have to wait around for the postman to deliver.
Yeah, well, my big issue is that I don't necessarily know where everything is.
sorting party.
Well, I'm the only one that cares about Lego here, according to my wife. And so when I go and do a sorting party, she looks at me. She goes, "You're going to do that again?" Yes, I'm going to do that again. And it kind of ends up taking up the whole living room.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easier because just need more space to get get it started, and then you can. Yeah, I make a mess when I start sorting.
Well, I had some Dacta bins, some old yellow ones that a lug member said, "I'm not using these. They don't work real well for my projects. Do you want to buy them?" And I picked them up for like next to nothing. Um, but anyway, the long and the short of it is that when I got them, then I sat down and started trying to figure out how I was going to use them to sort. And I finally got to the point now where I'm just realistically just heaving like all my plates into one
Yeah.
and all my bricks into another. I have 10 of them, so I wish I would have made one minifigures though. I tend to have a few. The the better half was coming to my office right as you were sending me the link, and she said, "I realize that you have two different streams going, and you probably don't want to do this, but can you help me get in bed?" And I'm like, yeah.
No problem. Yeah, no worries.
I ran over there, threw her in bed, and came back here, and then of course the other stream irritated me by starting Megaloblocks, but that's okay. Megaloblocks aren't terrible, but the guy bought a used lot, and then he was discussing everything that was wrong with the used lot. And I was like, if you bought a used lot, you should know it was wrong. I mean, not that a used lot is wrong, but you should know that you're probably not getting what you absolutely wanted.
Yeah.
But it was one of the Halo drop ships, so
Okay.
it was a. I did find though back when I was doing Megaloblocks that the directions were pretty hard to follow sometimes.
Yeah, that's what So our daughter Sharia, she likes the Monster High sets that Mega Bloks does, and
Okay.
so she saw that one day when we were going down the Lego aisle, and she wanted to build them, so we got her a few and gave it to her for her birthday, and we sat down to help her build it, and like Sean and I, we were having issues trying to follow along with that thing. And finally, she's like, "All right, I got this." So it took her a bit, but she did everything. I only needed help with like 1-to-1. But the way the instructions is, it's like I'm staring at it. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of their instructions.
Well, Hinkla was talking about the what is it? The Lego, the owner of Lego's house or whatever that he got for Christmas one year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That he was having trouble with that because it didn't show in the directions that he was supposed to rotate it or whatever. And he was just like, it doesn't say rotate it, but I guess that's what it means.
Yeah, that's bad. Shoot, forgot the stupid cylinder.
Are you, is that the Back to the Future train you're working on?
Yeah, the passenger car parts. There's 3 of them.
You know, of course, once you build that thing and it makes it all pretty and everything, Lego's just going to look at it and go, "Oh, we should make that."
Hey, it's the 35th anniversary of Back to the Future. Let's make some more Lego sets this year.
Let's just make some Lego sets this year, because I mean, you and I both know that I went to our Lego store here in town is back open.
Mhm.
I went into the Mall of America the other day to our Lego store, and I looked around, and one of the employees that know me quite well, he said to me, "I'm surprised you're here." And I said, "Well, you're open, so it's kind of like a druggie going back to his drug den, you know." And he said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, I just had to see that you were open and what you actually had." And he said, "Well, we don't have anything that you probably don't already own." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, and that's sad." They didn't have anything, which was
Yeah, mine didn't. They didn't really have anything. Plus, they haven't been open for very long. But I'm pretty sure the state's gonna shut back down after this week's spike. And even my mom, I talked to her earlier because she works at the hospital, and they said they went from only having like 5 COVID patients on the unit to having they had 12 get admitted tonight.
oh well, that's not good. That is not good at all. Not only for the fact that it's not good for those people, but it's not good for the whole nation, because so many people just don't believe that this is even an issue.
You go talk to all the older veterans that got it downtown, and we'll have a discussion. That's what I told someone off the other day. And we were walking around, and someone had said, "Oh, it's not this thing's fake," and I told him, "It's like, well, how about you go downtown to the hospitals and go walk through all the COVID units, and then come back and say it's fake."
I think I'm going to do it black and blue and red.
Black and blue and red.
Well, it's already going to be black because the black is there. And I'm just going to change out the blue for the orange for the blue, and then I'm going to put a little bit of red in there.
That look pretty.
Well, I have a quarter ton of blue sitting in the other room, so pretty much every model I build has a little blue in it.
That's like the shoot. That's like yellow. Uh-oh, who's here? Who's here? You better take her a toy. Nope. Hold on. It's gonna get loud for a second.
That's okay. I'm not wearing earphones. So,
Audio Duran.
Audio Duran, I'm not sure who you are, but hi.
Oh, that's my gamer buddy Z Mode.
Oh, okay. Julian, you're here. How you doing? You must not be working tonight, Julian, or either that or you're on a break or something. Wow, the chat is very so much lively, but there's only 4 people watching. Is Bubba still around? It's only the flu, well. Insurance has been taking everything from so many people. Now it's the illness's chance to fight back. Well, that's right, Julian. You start at like crazy hour, like 1 or something. Well, Bricklink just went down for me, so that means that I gotta wait 10 minutes before I can do anything else. So,
It's that time of night.
yep.
It always happens when we place orders for like we're working on projects for Philly because we're always up late working on them. Of course, Bricklink goes down for its maintenance thing.
Bricklink is like who is still on mute? I'm on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Hailey's on mute. I think Hailey's talking to her mom though. Or the dog is talking to her mom. I don't know who is talking. I do like the little picture on Bricklink though. The guy in the toilet reading the newspaper, but he's got both copies of the newspaper facing out So we can see it, but clearly what he's reading is the back of 2 tiles, which has nothing on it. No, these are not normal things that people think about, but I happen to see this hour of shutdown pretty often. So I got some Habit Trail parts from Lego. They're kind of cool. I was trying to figure out a way to make them like sewer pipes for like on a flat car on a train. Oh, you're in Germany, eh? 8 a.m. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock here. It's 12:53 here in U.S. Central Time. So what is it like over in Germany? Are you guys dealing with the same issues? Is the covert problem pretty rampant over there too? Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
well, I'm done. I'm done with all the bogies, all the train parts, all the wheel parts at least.
so when are they going to be mated up to their suitors?
Here in a second. Mm,
You still have to wait for your roof tiles to come.
Yeah, I placed a whatchamacallit, bricks and pieces order
Okay.
because I couldn't get them in the quantity I needed them, and they weren't going to be outrageous price on Bricklink. So, so I got them.
I suppose when you're building your roof on those now, it's going to roll all over the place.
Oh, shoot, I think this one's needs to go back one. Yeah, luckily there's a container. One of my containers over here next to me is magnetic bars on across of them, and they're the same height level as these magnets, so I can just back it up to the container and it locks in, so it's not rolling everywhere. All right, there's one.
So what do you think of the crocodile locomotive?
Say again? Oh, the crocodile one? Oh, I like it. Last time we've had a crocodile locomotive was a 9-volt error, so. And that one was red. And I looked at the pieces today. It's funny, they used the black hot dog pieces for the front of the train.
Night.
Night.
Where do they have the black hot dog piece? Oh, okay, right above the bumpers.
Yeah.
I was looking at it more closely, trying to find the hot dog pieces, and then. So, do you have any idea, like, what's the deal with the train? Why it looks like it does? Was it like a more of just a like a cable car kind of thing that went around town and pulled buses, or?
So I looked it up, and it's a electric it's an electric train from Switzerland. That's as far as I can't remember. But there's actually a couple versions I saw of it, and I think I might try to build one of them. But it was, so I saw two different wheels set up. It was either all black ones underneath, or it was light gray, but the body was dark green, and it had a light gray roof. It actually looked really pretty.
I can imagine, unless you own like a ton of dark green, though, that's like an expensive color.
Yeah. Yeah, for especially trying to get it in tiles and in place, and that's why I swapped out all my 1x4s for 1x2s, just so I can build these.
Did you have all that in stock, or did you have to go out and get it?
I had most of the bricks in stock, and I had most of the plates. But when I placed a train order for wheels a couple of weeks ago, and I happened to kind of wipe them out of all those dark green pieces, and turns out that's the perfect amount I needed to finish it.
Yeah, that's one of my problems too. Is if I go to a Bricklink store and I find some of the parts I need, they will. They generally get the rest of their parts wiped out too.
Yeah.
Then I end up with big, huge boxes coming to my house, and the better half going, "Do you really need all that?" Yes, honey, I need all that.
Yes. Stop it. Leave him alone. Go down.
I just found out that you can actually, which I guess I'm kind of a noob on Bricklink, even though I've been around for a little while. I just found out that you can actually search stores for what's on your wanted list, so you don't have to like go through everything and just look for the hearts. You can actually search just for the parts you're looking for.
Mhm. Yeah, those Wantonlets are pretty nifty.
I do have a lug member though that worked for the Lego store here in town for years, and she like owns like every Lego piece you could ever imagine. So if I ever get in a real jam, I just ask her, "Hey Judy, you got such and such and such and such?" You guys have probably run into her before at different conventions and stuff.
I don't remember Judy right off the bat.
It's well, it would be Bill and Judy, and they usually have very elaborate train layouts. What the heck is their last name? I can't think of it right off the top of my head. Look under content. She was on one of the Brick World, virtual Brick World things with the other day with um, oh god, now I can't think of his name. The castle guy, Reed. I'm terrible. I cannot think of people's names right now. Could be that I've been up for so long that that part of the brain has shut down. I don't know.
Alright, got my two.
Payne.
Do you know Judy Payne? You don't. She's a twin lugger, but
One more.
So do you have any train tracks set up there to run your trains on?
No, not at the moment. I might. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Ooh. Let's see, I might be pulling them out. At least pull out a bunch of track and run the train on it. I got plenty of track I can run.
So do you know anybody that's in the need of some 9-volt track?
You got curve or straight?
I have a little bit of both. To be honest with you, I bought a auction,
Mhm.
and the only reason why I bought the auction is because I'm a GBCer, so I wanted the train controller.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, this came with a train and it came with some track and whatever. Well, it turns out that the train motors are completely shot; they will not run.
Oh,
And the little wire that goes from the controller to the track is really quite frayed and looks like it's probably been around since it was designed,
yeah.
which is a lot of times what the case is. And so I kind of electrical taped it up so it didn't like short out. And I tried to see if I could get this thing to run. Well, I couldn't get it to do anything with that motor. I do have another 9-volt motor that I just kind of have sitting around here. And that I tested with everything and it worked fine. But I don't trust the sketchy cord.
Hmm.
And frankly, I wouldn't even sell the sketchy cord. I think I have it still in the bin, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. But I was thinking that if somebody, I think it's not much more than a big oval, but if somebody could reuse it for some purpose other than just letting it sit, then I don't know what it's worth, but I suppose it's probably worth a few, maybe $1 or two a track. I don't know. I guess I'd have to look it up to see. But even on Bricklink prices, I wouldn't be charging anywhere near that. Mostly, I just want to find a place that. But then you talk to everybody, and they're like, "Well, yeah, I already have all the track I can deal with." This track is something that, from what I understood, came with a lot of the 9-volt trains. It didn't come with a whole lot of power function stuff, but it came with a lot of the 9-volt stuff, from what I was hearing.
Yeah, because I've been considering switching over to 9-volt, just because that shows it's nicer. Not it's nice not have to worry about batteries. That or trying to remember where you put your screwdriver to take your batteries out. And when you go to ask Hoosier, hey, did you bring your screwdriver? And he says, nope, forgot it at home. And we had to go get a pocket knife, the only thing we could find to use to switch the batteries out. We started, let's just say 9-volt was brought up a lot.
The only problem with 9-volt though is it's a dying art. Well, it's a dead art because the only parts that are still available are out on the market, and you kind of have to be a little bit lucky and a little bit of patient to be able to find them.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, you guys are dealing with people like myself who want certain parts of those 9-volt trains for other purposes.
You damn GBC people. How dare you?
Well, the other problem with that is that if the GBCers don't have them, then, they're unfortunately, most people don't even know that they're Lego.
Yeah.
So again, you're running into the few people that know that they're Lego. Those are the ones that usually show up on auction sites. Hey, did Butt Chop send you over that list of who's going to be doing what on the stream?
No clue. Haven't checked my email.
If you got it, I wouldn't mind a copy of it just so that I can kind of plan out. I really want to be there for Hoosier's auction. Now watch, he's not going to sell anything. Have you heard anything about the auction? Is there anything good in there?
I know Chris has pulled stuff. I pulled stuff. I gotta make a nice PowerPoint for it. We're trying to make it all nice and fancy. Let's see.
I mean, I've seen so many like Goodwill auctions and stuff where you look at the stuff and it's like, is it really in there? You know, and then at least I know that, you know, like on your guys' auction, you know, it's pretty much for sure that what you're auctioning is really what's there. There's really no worry, you know, there's really no second guessing where some of these other auction sites you never really know 100%.
Oh, bye, Julian Brixie. Have a good day at work.
Have a good one.
Let's see.
You know, you look at our clock and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you think this guy's just going to work. It's 8 o'clock over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I finished the trains, so they all got all their bogies and everything. I just gotta wait for the seats and the roof. So, but thank you everyone who came out and stopped by and said hi, and thank you Mike for hopping on and hanging out.
No problem. If I see you, I try to say hi.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and end it before this computer goes off. It's spinning its fan all of a sudden. Not happy. All right. Bye, everybody.